So you're finally in love, and I know what you're thinking. You know what, man? I'm actually proud of you. Taking the big step and getting into a relationship that isn't considered normal. Obviously, it's gonna foster some hatred and ignorance from a small group of your friends. But this is the time to celebrate. Be proud of who you are. Seems like the majority thinks so. Unfortunately, you might have to overcome your strongest opponent yet. God himself. But that's in the future. Right now you live in the present, and your girlfriend finally decided to move in with you. And she's not really assimilating well with the current culture. In fact, she's a little disrespectful about your traditions. And the constant PDA you two participate in might be a little uncomfortable for some. But who cares what others think? After all, you're in love. Meanwhile, after the crazy sex he had with your girlfriend, our boy Chatsuru is now addicted to opioids, which is actually a serious epidemic. Tens of thousands of people have overdosed from this prescription drug. Please spread awareness. After all, it can lead to a heroin addiction. And at the end of the day, Chatsuru is still our friend. Meanwhile, Ichigo is still not over you dating another woman. Her passive-aggressive game is quite strong, and her feelings for you have intensified now that she can't have you. Cuckboy is really concerned and decides to confront you about your girlfriend. Wait, what the hell? Hey, are you alright? Wait, don't tell me you wrong-dogged that shit! Looks like the rumors were true. Your girlfriend really did have an STD. As Cuckboy goes to get help, you stop him, telling him to keep it a secret. After all, the love that you have for your girlfriend supersedes your suffering.
もうストレリチアにな。ゴロには関係ない。次乗ったらヤバいって分かってんだろ。ゴロ、俺今すごく生きがいを感じてるんだ。
And Cuckboy understands because he's your bro, but he doesn't like it. Meanwhile, Ichigo finally confronts your girlfriend about her feelings for you. She's trying to accept that she lost her Aryan love to someone inferior, and things get a little heated.
人でなし。あんたはやっぱり人間じゃない。人間だって。じゃあさ、聞くけど、君たちの人間って何さ。
You done fucked up now!
Sometimes it's hard to move on. Sometimes you regret past actions. And sometimes it's okay to cry. After all, you're going to have to confront your feelings and accept the reality. It makes it a lot easier when you have a shoulder to cry on. What a nice guy. Look, relationships are hard. They're gonna be rocky, and they're gonna have a lot of problems. But as long as the two of you can improve each other's lives and make each other happy, then wear your scarlet aids with pride, brother. So you have an STD, and I know what you're thinking. You know, I can't really help you. You're on your own, dude. You can't just wash away your sins, that's for sure. But don't worry about it. You and your mates were invited to an Eyes Wide Shut secret orgy, and there's gonna be plenty of STDs that's gonna be passed around. Meanwhile, you'd think after talking with your girlfriend, Ichigo will finally move on, but that's not how it works. People are complicated, and she still likes you.
昔からヒロのこと。
ごめん、俺のことが何？
私はヒロのこと兄弟みたいに思ってるからさ。
Jesus, on the friend zone scale from Ipponin to Millhouse, Ichigo's a goddamn Elliot Rogers. Meanwhile, it's nymphomania time. All the men with the experience begin the party, from rope binding to toys. These guys are bukakiing the shit out of these herpes. This ain't no vanilla orgy like we've experienced in the past, that's for sure. But as humans, we make mistakes. And sometimes a little bit of herpes just slips right through, and it's up to your friends to stop them. Well, your friends aren't doing a good job. Looks like the lack of experience is showing. Luckily, Ichigo has had many partners, and it also helps that she has the focus of a school shooter since you friend-zoned her. But even that's not enough. It's time for you to jump in. I knew this would happen. Your STDs spread faster whenever you're about to climax. You need to take it slow, man. After all, she still needs to get wet. So we've taken care of the small fries, now we got Big Boy over here. I've never seen an STD so fat and ugly before. Wait a minute, that's not an STD. It's an involuntary celibate. An incel for short. They think women owe them sex and strike out against the world. It all makes sense now. If they can't get laid, then nobody else can. So they invented sexually transmitted diseases to keep people from having a sex life. And it looks like we're dealing with Gutenberg. You know the man who invented the printing press? You think he had the time and charm to get a girlfriend? Regular old bondage isn't gonna work. Incels do not feel pleasure from normie fetishes.
Be gone, fuck!
What the hell do we do? I guess we have no choice. We gotta go old school. The women need to throw their bodies at him. They need to worship his vast intelligence and his prime physique. Make him weaken his knees, and then come in from above with your final climax. That was your last ejaculation. The STDs have already spread to your nervous system. I'm sorry. I wish I could have been there to save you from your bad choices. Oyasumi, pun pun. Ah, shit, he's still alive! And he's banging your girlfriend, and she doesn't consent to it. You're barely conscious. You experienced such a horrible sight. This isn't just a cucking. This is rape. That's your girlfriend out there, and she's suffering. She always has been. That's why you need to be there for her. After all, everyone needs love. Hey Incel, you may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. To go beyond, to respect women.
Wow! Get the fuck off my board! God fucking damn!
I'm gay!
So you defeated autism, and I know what you're thinking. Look, dealing with cringy insoles and STDs gets kind of tiring after a while. We all need a break, and your girlfriend is getting kind of bored of your small town. I mean, you can only pray to God for so long until she starts thinking for herself. And we definitely don't want that. So we're gonna do the one thing we do when we run out of date ideas. We're having a beach episode, baby. But before that, we got important matters to deal with. Your girlfriend is finally introducing you to her family. Now this is always awkward. After all, first impressions mean a lot.
Oh, hi!
Looks like they approve of your relationship. Maybe a little too much.
僕、君たちに興味あるな。
Anyways, now that that's out of the way, to the beach. Wait, you've never been to the beach before? Oh, right. You're a racist hick from a small town. Well, the beach is a wonderful place. On certain days, it's one of the few places where men and women can check out women and not be reprimanded by feminists. And you get to show off your hot bod that you've been working on all winter. It's also the place where you find out that Stacy actually has a nice body and might be a little promiscuous. But most important of all, you get to see your girlfriend in a bikini. Oh, she's wearing a modest one piece. That's so Christian of her. You're definitely shaping her values. Soon she'll be a prime waifu, ripe for marriage. Just cure her STDs and she's perfect. Meanwhile, Cuckboy is starting to develop feelings for Ichigo, and he might need a little help. Not everyone has someone else to tell them what to do. Sometimes you need to be that person, and this will only benefit you in the long run since Ichigo will be in a fulfilling relationship and she won't try to bother you for sex anymore. Speaking of sex, Ichigo still wants to rekindle her old relationship with you. She still thinks she has a chance, because she hasn't officially been rejected yet, and that's not your fault. She hasn't stepped up yet to be disappointed. Anyways, while the boys are playing with each other and discussing their sex lives,
Anyway, how is your sex life?
Chadsuru is making his moves. He's bored of intellectual women, and has his eyes on Stacy over there. She's currently dating a neckbeard, but he'll become a cuck soon. All in 8 easy steps. Well, what do you know? Looks like our guy Chatsuru watched episode 1 of my guide. Hopefully he reaches step 8. Meanwhile, Ichigo is finally going to do it. From the constant flauntings from your girlfriend, the deep desires for your body, and finally accepting the fact that even though you're tainted with non-Aryan blood, you're still the same old hero in her eyes. Ichigo will finally confess her feelings to you. Hopefully she follows my guide. After all, it's gender neutral. In the middle of the night, as she's following you in your footsteps, the beautiful stars linger above, accompanied with the sounds of the ocean. She stands still, hands clutched, eyes on the floor. You know, I'm sure one day you'll get your chance to be officially rejected, Ichigo. But it seems like God has other plans for you. But that doesn't concern you at all. After all, it's not her story, it's your story. And this moment will just be a part of history.